Hi Capricorn, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of May, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's inspired in the abundant Taurus season we are on, and it's called Building Blocks. It's a reading that looks upon the type of building process that is occurring in your life or in regards to a specific relationship, work, investment, project you're wondering about that growth and establishment. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Capricorns, it feels like during May you might be missing on something quite a lot. There's that feeling of void really holding you as a concentration point. Like this is the kind of the only thing that some of you will be focused in, is this absence of sorts. For some of you, it's an absence of relationships, it's an absence of love, it's an absence of connection or one-to-one interaction. Some of you that have been in this type of self, distance, this social distancing, energy, those that are in your own countries particularly struggling with this type of measure. This might be affecting you quite a lot during May, in case that's still occurring where you're living. I feel like for others of you, it will simply be something that you're missing on too damn much, and it's like it gets to a point where you just can't move beyond this missing energy. You can't move beyond this because you need to sort it out. You need to sort it out for good or for bad, what you're going to do with this type of empty, this type of emptiness or this void that keeps sucking you into a point of emotional or material scarcity, misery, hopelessness. And some of you could be kind of facing this type of feelings with actually a very brave upfront. Is a feeling like some of you Capricorns are not afraid, or at least it's for some of you, it's like you're not afraid anymore to face this type of feelings or to face how you truly feel about something. And it takes courage to look at this, because it brings up emotions that expose you or expose an aspect of your life that it's much more fragile or vulnerable than what you would like it to be. So some of you are exposing your vulnerabilities, and yet at the same time exposing a very beautiful, soulful part of you, a part of you that might not be usually seen or visible to the eyes of the world. Some of you have a lot of people in your life that you might have a lot of people that don't know what you have been through, or half of what you have been through, or they don't really get what you're going through right now. So there's a little bit of this type of concealment around a certain baggage or traumatizing experience, difficult experience that has followed you through some time, that might be dropped during this time. You might come clean about something. You might reveal something that has been closely kept private, something that you have really kept just for yourself or with very, very, very few. For some of you, it's a matter of also knowing that in order to be open to really end this painful cycle, you need to embrace it. Embrace your journey, embrace your story, embrace whatever has happen to you without that defining you right now and ahead, as embracing whatever episodes you went through as parts of your story and as part as well as of your future glory. So some of you are like um, taking off again this mask and looking at the world in a very fresh, revived way, where you're looking mostly for this lightness of being. Some of you just want to have that feeling of being light, traveling light, relationship, relating light, working, with inspiration, working in a way that feels effortless. You don't want to be feeling the constant weight or heaviness that some of you have been feeling or experiencing due to all of this. And some of you have been through a lot, and you're reaching the end of an era of sorts with this world is where as well shown here as you move into June. You're really about to accomplish something for yourself that feels quite important. And what you're about to accomplish is, again, something related to this road of recovery, road of healing that took some of you some time to get to this point. Some of you are to be rewarded because you've survived a lot of things. For some of you without help, for some of you without, again, that comfort, that backup that would just make things easier. And you are admitting that there are needs, perhaps, there are needs that you have that identify you as, any other human being, and you're not ashamed of them, or you're not, again, trying to control the fact that you have those needs without, again, allowing any type of wrong tags to define you as being weak or being needy or being emotional or being, whatever it is. Some of you have this issue with failure as well. That might be still something that at times stops you from achieving the actual greatness you want to achieve. It's like you're so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of getting something wrong or not being, successful at something, that this is what actually causes the delay of your greatness, the delay of you accomplishing what you intend to in this lifetime. And some of you, you were born for big things. Some of you know this. Some of you are realizing it as well during this time, that the world is a great thing, and you want to master it, you want to conquer it, you want to be in domain of this energy of the world that deals with something you're very good at, that deals with something that you're very, very, knowledgeable at. So this could be an area of expertise. This can be amongst your field of work, your field of interest. There's something you're superbly good at, you're so good at that you shouldn't be it's almost like some of you shouldn't be holding back from putting yourselves where part of you knows that you should be. So for some of you Capricorns, there's this issue about location, there's this issue about belonging, there's this issue about addressing here a need to move, a need to travel, a need to relocate, a need to change scenario, a need to search elsewhere for love and for abundance in a way that makes you feel whole, because you have a strong hunger. So the thing is here for some of you Capricorns, not necessarily that what you have or where you are right now is not giving you something, but it's not giving you everything that you could get. And this feeling of not achieving maximum potential is starting again here to upset you, and starting to be something you don't deal well with. And in May you might just make the choice make a choice that allows you to move into a different realm of experience where all of what you want can be achieved and felt and taken in, and so satisfying your hunger, satisfying that thirst, that lust for life, that lust for experiences in life. For some of you, the issue could also be that you might not feel like you have enough money, enough funds, enough support. Again, you might not want to travel alone. You might not want to travel being, actual travel, or travel as a metaphor to your journey. You might just be waiting for that significant other. For some of you might be waiting for a significant other to come along with you. You might be trying to convince a current partner of, going with you in this journey. For some of you Capricorns that are wondering about your love life, it feels here like love is elsewhere. So I keep getting like there's part of the reason why some of you might feel like moving, discovering here a different place. It could be because, aside of the personal experience and the personal development that will occur there, there's this unconscious, knowing that your other half is there, or a very important relationship will be found once you make this move. For some of you Capricorns, you might be making important decisions to stay or leave a partnership. For some Capricorns, there's this issue within a partnership where you might be wanting and needing to pursue a different path. It's like your path and the path of a person of interest might not be meeting in the same direction, and this causes an issue because it causes one of the parts to make a huge sacrifice. And for those of you where this will be the case, I feel like as you move into June, things will get to be more defined. And for some of you Capricorns, there's also a message that the relationship might move into a long distance relationship and survive it. Here with the world, there might be a period of a long distance relationship here that it's needed, or that is required to adapt in order to sync with the changes you're being called to make, and the choices that, again, will precede these changes. It's like it's not necessarily the end of a relationship, but there might need to be, for some, a very strong adaptation to this type of mutual respect to where you stand, where your partner stands when it comes to both of your life paths. For some of you, there's a little bit of inconsistencies here also indicated when it comes to give and take in relationships. For some of you, you are strongly either involved with a karmic partnership, or you might find that you have a lot of experiences in love, in the love department, that have felt like very karmic, that have felt like very complex, multi-layered here experiences. And this, more than anything, more than a flaw, an issue that you might think you have, I feel like for some of you, this is your signature of love. So there's the signature of love that is complex and multi-layered, that might keep occurring and manifesting. For those of you that already have complex situations and you just want something different and easier, not to say that you won't find, obviously, a much better relationship with much more quality and much more balance, but there's a level to it that feels like still not for the faint of heart, and not for only the surface level experiences. If you're looking for superficial relationships, if you're looking for relationships that are not long-term and long-lasting, and Long-term and long-lasting does not mean that you and this other person are always together or that are in a committed relationship. Karmic relationships are not necessarily about this. This is about the lasting effects of a person in your life, of an experience with a person in your life that keeps pursuing you or feels like it keeps pursuing you into time. It's a little bit like that feeling of Saturnian love. So Saturn representing here obviously the planet that rules Capricorn, representing hard lessons, karma, struggles, delays, obstacles, but also rewards. The rewards being something that lives through time. For some of you Capricorns, there's also this, a need to perhaps, if it's not you that is not doing well, you might see or observe that someone you love dearly is perhaps not facing, the best times. And again, this love energy that does not have to be necessarily romantic, but it feels like there's a situation where you might be proving your love to someone through adversity, or they might be proving their love to you because of adversity, or someone might stand by your side when you thought that they wouldn't. Again, dealing with the energy of you exposing here an insecurity or a problem that has been kept hidden. For some of you also, you might be giving a chance. You might be giving a chance here. You might be choosing to give a chance on love or on something you love, something that puts your whole heart in the line. Some of you might be giving a chance to yourselves to again invest in big things, big things that prior to this energy you were very terrified of doing. For some of you Capricorns also that are concerned with your finances and your material concerns, your material limitations, it feels like as we move deeper into May, things will come together just how it's needed. So it's like, if you feel like you're losing money, you will regain this money in June. If you feel like you're not being given all the money that you need to accomplish certain things, hang on there, because you will see that after this type of unstable, it's like unstable, tight times, a lot of abundance will come to you. A lot of what you need resource-wise will come to you. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.